Hello everybody, it's Sarah Estelle here of Essentially Flowers Training and Create a Magical Business. Welcome to my live stream today. It's extremely windy and stormy and thundery here where I live in southwest France. There's a storm going round and round and round. 1 minute we have sunshine and beautiful warm weather, and the next minute we have really mad rain and big thunderclouds. So at the moment we have a period of sunshine. So as I've been standing watching, because our garden looks over the Gironde estuary, it got me to thinking about how amazing weather is and how the elements affect us, and just basically the power of nature. And so it gave me an idea to share with you something today that I haven't spoken about before, not in this way. And so what I wanted to share with you today is all about environmental essences. So before I do that, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Sarah Estelle Turner. I'm the founder of Essentially Flowers Training. I run a very successful school, online training school for flower essences, and it's my mission and my passion to help as many people as possible find out about our amazing modality, because it can make such a difference to your life. It did mine, and it does also to many of my students who study with me. So let me come back to the subject of today's live stream and environmental essences. Now, in the work that I have done personally for myself, and also in the diploma that I teach, one of the ranges that I love and teach about is the Alaskan essences range. And they're a beautiful range of very pure essences from Alaska. Their founder and creator, Steve Johnson, very sadly passed away just a couple of months ago. But I have no doubt at all that the Alaskan essences are going to go from strength to strength, and just their energy will continue to be shared in the world. So Alaskan essences, I believe, were one of the first ranges to actually talk about and create environmental essences, although there are lots of people doing that nowadays. So what is an environmental essence, and how is it different from a flower essence? So let's start first of all with a flower essence. Flower essences are made with flowers, with the cooperation of flowers, and in a traditional method of flower essence making, we take a bowl, a glass bowl, and we ask the permission of the flower, and the flower is sometimes cut, or sometimes it's just hung over the bowl, over a bowl of pure water, and left in the sunlight in the morning for, let's say, 3 hours. It will very much depend. It's a co-creative process. The flower is then removed, and what is left is a bowl of water, which is then, generally speaking, has brandy added to it to create mother tincture. And that's how we create flower essences. So it's very much a co-creation of the flower, the elementals, that's the overlighting energies that create the flower and keep it alive, and air and fire, which is the sunshine, and water. So it's all the elements coming together to create this beautiful alchemy. So flower essences are used to help us become aware of different feelings in ourselves. So basically they wake up our feeling life. Many of us have gone through life suppressing, trying to forget about events or emotions or circumstances we've been through that are quite difficult to live with. So we use many means, which I'm not going to go into now. I'm sure you know many of them, and we're taught to kind of, in the UK we're often taught to keep smiling, have a stiff upper lip. We're taught basically not to feel our feelings. So flower essences are wonderful allies to help us feel once more. And when we feel again, some magical things can happen in life. And that's when they can become totally transforming. Because as we allow any of the old emotions to come up to the surface, they kind of pop like a bubble when they get to the surface. They have no energy anymore, and we can start to receive the positive energies in life, like love and joy, abundance of all different kinds, we can start to really tune in to the goodness of life rather than difficult things that might have held us back. So that's flower essences. So environmental essences, so how are they made? Well, essentially they are made in a very similar way, but they use the environment. So what does that mean? So I'm going to show you some photos from this book because it will help you to understand. This is Steve Johnson's book, which is pretty much out of print now, which is a shame, all about the Alaskan essences. And it has a whole section on the environmental essences in the Alaskan range. So you can just go to alaskanessences.com and type that in your search engine and you'll see all the environmental essences. So let me share a picture with you of one of them and then you will see more easily. There we go. So this is the Solstice Sun essence. Now if I hold it right up to the camera so you can see that this essence was created by placing a bowl of water in a specific environment and left there while the specific nature creative cycle was taking place. Now in this particular one it was during the longest day in Alaska, so it was the sun setting and the sun rising, which actually doesn't really ever happen. It doesn't get dark there. So and it's a lovely essence that has basically the co-creator, so the person making the essence, attunes with the environment and asks for the goodness and the blessings of the elements to be received in the bowl of water, and then they are preserved in exactly the same way as flower essences. So solstice sun here, so the words for solstice sun are: I bless the old day setting, I honour the new day rising, I open my eyes to the love of the sun, in my heart we become one. So it's a lovely essence that can really help us move in a transition from one part of our lives to a new part of our lives. Very transitional. Now, one of the ways that environmental essences can help is when we need energy to actually perform that transition. So there will be times, all modalities do what they do, and one modality is usually not enough. So by bringing different modalities together, that's how we create wellness in our bodies. So if somebody has worked very hard to move through a specific area of their lives using all different modalities, maybe flower essences, maybe gem essences, and they're still hanging on in there with this unwanted situation, emotional feeling, then that's where the environmental essences can be really useful, because they clear away old unwanted energies. They're very useful in space clearing. So literally the Alaskan essences have a beautiful essence called Purification. You can again go and find it on their website, and basically you can use it to clear old energy from your environment. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It's very relevant to the now, with this being the longest day in, or almost the longest day in Europe. And so I hope you've enjoyed that. If you'd like to find out more about the Alaskan essences, just hop on over to their site, alaskanessences.com. If you'd like to learn more about flower essences, then I invite you to come and to visit my own website, which is essentiallyflowers.com. I run an online diploma in Flower and Vibrational Medicine, so if you love to become an expert in this modality and become a true leader in taking this amazing wisdom out into the world, then just visit my website, essentiallyflowers.com, courses, and you'll see our Practitioner Diploma in Vibrational Medicine. We're actually closing the diploma for the summer this Friday. So if you're watching and it's been something that you've been thinking of doing, so please do get in touch before the end of Friday. So I can see, oh, Michelle's there. Hello, Michelle. How lovely. So Michelle, of course you're there, tuning in to the lovely energies of the Alaskan essences. So yeah, special that you're here joining me, holding the space for the Alaskans. So thank you for that. So I felt very guided to share that today. We've got some big dark clouds just arriving over here again. So probably a good idea to come offline and let the thunder pass over again. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that and you've found it useful. See you again soon. Bye bye.